everyone, welcome to my art room. I'm so glad you're going to join me today. I am doing another in my Color Cube series. This is Color Cube Volume 1 and today's palette is number 18. It is very calm and serene, and it is my goal to try and stick with that feeling. These are really nice colors. I have peach tone for apricot. It's a Nova color paint, though I have added some colors to it. I think I added a little bit of yellow, so it's not completely pure peach tone. For forest green, I have earth green. It's a little darker, but I think it'll work just fine. For flame, I have this one. It is red oxide. I think it's a good match. And for amber, I have yellow ochre. I don't really have anything for this cream pink, but I have this little pewter from Amsterdam. I bought it to try it out, and I thought that with this peach tone, I might mix up something that resembles that cream pink. It's kind of a weird color, so we're going to see what we can do. I also have some fun mark making tools to help me along the way because I love to start with mark making. And I've got this gelato in coconut. Try again. This gelato Faber-Castell in coconut that I'm going to give a try. It's new to me and I'm excited to see how it works. Today I'm working in this Stonehenge pad. It is 7 by 7 inches. I really like this little pad. I've used it for a lot of collage. So these are not videos I've made. I actually made most of these before I started my YouTube video. And I was just practicing and having fun with collage, so they're kind of random. I was learning and experimenting and just enjoying using my jelly prints and different techniques that I was trying out. So it's been a really fun pad for me, and a little art pad. This one I was trying to do something very minimalist, which is not my normal style, and I think that turned out pretty fun. So this one I did make a video of, and in fact for a long time it was my most popular video. Thank you, you guys. This one is another Color Cube series, and this one is as well. So those three, you can see the videos that I've made for them. All right, well, let's get started. Like I said, I like to get started with mark making, and I've started making these little grids when I'm starting my abstracts. This is kind of to help me see, the rule of thirds. So a third to the side, a third to the top, a third to the bottom. And it gives me a place to kind of start visually in the space that I'm using. And this was a Neocolor 2 crayon, and what I'm using now is just water. It's a water pen, and I'm just using it to blur those lines and kind of create a watercolor kind of effect and just spread that color out from the crayon. I really like this water pen. I have two different tips, two different pens, and yeah, I use them a lot. I really like them. So then this gives me kind of a place to react from. And I kind of have zones, mapped out. This is not the best color. It was more peachy once I put it down. And this is, again, just water. I'm just spreading out that crayon. So this is my Posca marker. It was a new color I just ordered. It's called Powder Pink. Yeah, I really like it. And I've come back here to the Neo Color 2. This is my tempera paint sticks. Really, really love using the tempera paint sticks. They're a great tool. I use them a lot. I have the pastels, I have the classics, and I have the metallics. I use them all regularly. And now I'm starting in with my acrylic paint. So my goal is to keep this in, in keeping with the inspiration picture, which is just very calm. It's very serene. It's a lot of white space. My video is really washed out. I'm not sure. I got a new phone and I'm kind of having some trouble with the video and the color options. So a couple of my videos have come out weird as I'm learning how to use my new camera. And this one is quite washed out. But I guess that is also in keeping with the inspiration. Keeping it very quiet. I'm not typically an artist that's very quiet. I don't use a lot of neutrals. I like things that are really bold and bright, and doing these color cube series has really challenged me to go beyond what I would naturally and normally create on my own. And that's been a fun process to kind of be pushed outside of my comfort zone, try new things. I mean, colors that I would never use. Yellow being one of the foremost colors that I never use. And I've used a lot of yellow. Sarah Renee Clark loves mustard and gold, and this is amber. They're all very similar shades. Just slightly different shades, different tints. And that's really stretched me because I don't gravitate towards yellow. So every time I add a color, the green, the red, the yellow, I'm coming back with white and with that really pale pink. So I let that dry, and here you see my color is still washed out. This is probably the next day. So I'm working on it. Stick with me, guys, because I'm gonna fix the problem. But yeah, I'm still learning. So I use that gelato, and it gives a really interesting finish. It's kind of cakey, kind of waxy, which I guess I should have expected, but I like it. It adds an interesting texture. This is one of my favorite stencils. It's called Tweed, and I bought it from Joggles. That will be listed in the description box below if you would like to find that on Joggles. I don't have a link, but the name, and you can search by the name Tweed. I also give you the number and you can search by that as well. So I decided to add some collage pieces. These are tissue papers that I've made in the past. The first one you could see has like some string embedded in it, and then that second one was just tissue paper that I kind of scrunched up and glued together. So it's very textured, it's very bumpy. This is the one I'm talking about. It's kind of messy, And I really like how it's just really textured and layered. And I decided to use it in the collage to add some visual interest. And it's hard to tell in this video. I do try to show it later, but it's quite 3D. Like it's really thickly textured. The way that the tissue paper, it's just been glued together with glue, and it's kind of crumpled on top of each other. So it actually has like some 3D dimension to it. It reminds me a little bit of like a topography map where this would be my little hill, you know. It's a fun effect. It's a fun effect. And adding the white on the top layer, right, helps me to quiet all of those colors down. And in fact, I've covered a lot of the color, although you can see some of it peeking through the tissue paper. It's here. I'm trying to show you that it's elevated, but it's really hard to see. But you can see all the cracks and grooves and interesting shapes that the tissue paper made as it curled in on itself. Anyway, yeah, this was a fun. I think I was successful keeping it light, and I think it worked out really well. Thanks for joining me today. Leave me a comment if you like to make things that are very light and airy, and this was a challenge, but I enjoyed it, and I hope you'll stick around and watch some more videos. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye!